Hello, hi, it's Liz here and I'm back to put a finishing touch to my bee journal. Let's do a quick flip through first. So I have the cover here. This is a ring bound journal. I have a little bit of texture here with some fabric and some bees from a magazine. I have a little collage page with die cuts which have been watercoloured. I have one of my specimen slides. I nearly said pessimistic slide there. Another specimen slide. And I'm going to have a fit of the giggles now. A little tag, which is journaling spot on the other side. And of course there's plenty space round about the decoration as well for writing in if you would want to. Another specimen slide, another tag, a little collage here with a couple of three die cuts and some pieces from 49 Market. You can tell that I've liked these bee specimen slides. These are from a magazine. They've just been fussy cut and stuck down. And a final specimen, oh no, not a final one, another one here. I think this is the final one here, and that's the back. So I think we will do something perhaps for this page here or one of the other blankish pages. And I have out my cute penny black cat dressed as a bee. It's called Bee Costume. I have lots of these penny black. It was an obsession when I first started card making to collect penny black stamps, and I have a box full of wood mounted and a box full of the acrylic stamps as well, and I just loved everything penny black to make cards. When I was making cards, I still love them. I still have them. I'm keeping them because you just never know when I might need a cat dressed as a bee, just like today. And there's just something about the old-fashioned wood-mounted stamps. I just love them. The other ones obviously work well as well, and they've all got their place, but there's just something about wood-mounted stamps, and I just want to make sure that I'm getting all of this down. I squished it. I just nearly got it, but I just moved it at the end there. So I've got a little shadow, and I'm just going to stamp it again because things have got to be perfect. So we can just use the other side. Should have had my porridge this morning. That's better. So I'm stamping with my Versafine Onyx Black because I'm using watercolour. So I have my water here, my murky water, and I have some Inktense pencils, Derwent Inktense, and I'm just going to use as a guide. That's the good thing about these wood mounted stamps. You can see where to put the shading and where the colour should go. So let's start with the yellow. Why not? I've got a little piece of napkin here, water, and I'm just going to lift up some colour, and then we're just going to add that nice and easy to the cat's outfit. And then there's more yellow up here on the actual bee and on the sunflower. So let's let that dry before we add the highlights of the orange, and we'll move on to the grey. So for grey I have black, because I don't have a grey, but we'll just test it out, that's fine. So we want to add a little bit of highlight. These will dry paler than it looks just now, and you can see that the stamp is leaving little bits of white, and we will just go over. Did I say that I was already, that I was going to fussy cut this? So I do quite like to just test out the colour. And we can pull some colour from that if we feel that that's a little bit. Now, some black on, some grey I should say, on the sunflower. Perfect. Okay, where else? Now, the wings are not grey, the wings are a more bluey, purpley colour, and I've brought this out, peacock blue. I'm not sure. Oh, it's a little blue. Maybe we'll just pick up the tiniest little bit, and then we might go over it in the grey. Yeah, we'll just pick up a little bit of black. Dull it down a little bit, but you can still see the blue shining through, so that's fine. Right, let's give them some rosy cheeks. And you can see that they're just at the edge of his mouth there, and pink in his ears. And we forgot to do the wings of the little bee. There we are. Okay, so let's add some highlights, but let's add some deeper yellow first, because the yellow has faded a little bit. That's better. And while that dries, I see a bit of the black that I've missed. Let's just make the stripe on his outfit just stand out a little bit more. Just add some darker black to some of those highlights. There we are. Oh, that's running. Yeah. Sorted. And that's why you should wait until it dries. But I'm going to get a green out for the stem of the sunflower, and I'm just going to do that straight on because it's too narrow. There we are. Right, let's go for the orange. So it's just down the edge, just smudged down the edge a little bit. And then we'll use a dry brush and we'll just merge it in with the yellow. And I'm just going to go over that yellow again, because we dabbed most of it off. My brush isn't clean. Don't know why I'm getting black on my brush. probably because my water's not clean. There we are. That's better. And just go over the black a little bit. There we are. Now we haven't added highlights to the actual little bee. We can just do tiny little bits. There. What do you think? Okay, let's tidy all this up a little bit. Move the water out of the way. And let's fussy cut this little character. So, there we are. So, it's not a nice day today, so I'm having a crafty day. We're not away out gallivanting anywhere. Hubby's been out, because if I'm having a crafty day, he just disappears off. And off he went into Glasgow. And I'm just going to leave that whole section whole just now, because if I have to cut that out, then I could just easily cut off these little antenna bits. So we'll leave it to the end, and then we'll tidy it up. Yeah, so off he went with his book. Found himself a nice corner in one of the coffee shops. Had a read at his book. Got the train. The trains have gone down to 1 an hour because the train drivers are wanting more money, don't we all? So they're on strike, and so rather than have trains cancelled and nobody knows which trains are cancelled, they've actually just changed the timetable so that everyone knows that, right, there might only be 1 an hour, but at least you know there's going to be that one, rather than just come along and cancel. Yeah, last wee bit. He's cute, isn't he? He's super cute. Right, let's see where our cat dressed as a bee can go. We've got space there, which might be quite cute just on the back or on the back page. Do you know, I think I quite like it on the back page, just as a little bit of fun on the back. What do you think? Yeah. So just get him down with a bit of glue stick. We'll just sit them on the bottom of the page. That's a bit of fun, isn't it? So that's the bee journal finished. It's a nice decorative journal. I've had fun making it. Some nice tags, some specimen, a few collages, some snippets from a magazine. And there he is. Okay, thanks for joining me today. If you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.